Good evening. It's Curtis Davis here. Conversations in C minor. Still all kind of crazy shit going on in the world, but I'm still listening to music. Been listening to, my mom talked to me about Curtis Mayfield and Bobby Blue Bland. I love all that stuff like that as well. I grew up with that stuff since I became a guitar player. But like I say, right now, today's Paul McCartney's birthday. Happy birthday, Paul McCartney. I have to say that. You the man. But today I'm going to talk about The Who. I love The Who. I look at a lot of Who footage from the early 70s all the way up to today. And I love Townsend as a writer and a songwriter. I love Entwistle and Keith Moon as well when they were alive. But anyway, we're going to talk about the first album they came out with was My Generation. Came out 65, had the song My Generation on it. The Kids Are Right. I don't have that on vinyl. And then what's the next one? A quick one came out, which was called Happy Jack in America. We've had Happy Jack on it, and they came out pictures of Lily and stuff like that. But I want to talk we're gonna talk about the first album that came out, and what was it? The psychedelic year '67. The Who Sell Out. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The Who Sell Out, and it's a great record. It has I Can See for Miles on it. Tattoo is on this album. It's a great record. It's nice, John Entwistle is playing on it amazingly. Keith Moon is playing on it amazingly. It's not as loud as the stuff that came on in the '70s, but it's still good. It's a great record. Came out at the end of '67. After that time, Pete Townsend was in the mood that he wanted to write a concept, and he wrote a story about his life and his father's life and his history and stuff like that. And that album became a double album. Came out in 1969. Tommy, Can You Hear Me? Amazing Journey. All this stuff is on this album. Pinball Wizard is on here. It's a great record too. Good record. It holds up. I'm loving the album. I listened to Tommy a lot over the years, and it's a great record. Then he won another concept after that called Lifehouse, and he wrote a lot of songs on it and for it, and he could. They thought he was crazy, the management, the other members of the band, and I said just record songs, and he recorded a lot of 8 songs for the album, and that album became Who's Next with Getting in Tune. It's my favorite song on the album is Getting in Tune. Bargain is my favorite, and my second favorite is Bargain. But this album contains Baba O'Riley and Won't Get Fooled Again. And my third favorite song is Going Mobile. Great record. Great record. Great record. You need this in your life. And he wanted another concept in his mind. And I don't know what's wrong with Townsend with these concepts, but he's a great songwriter and a great guitar player. I love his concepts and love his thoughts. Anyway, after that, 1973's Quadrophenia double album was about the mod situation, the punk and the Godfather as well. But my favorite song on this album is Sea and Sand, and The Real Me is my second favorite. And then Is It Me? What's that song? Yeah. Anyway, I love this record. It's a good one. Check it out. And after that, he decided, he wanted to just do a regular rock album. He's drinking a lot, going through a lot with the rest of the band. And, Keith Moon was passed out on the Quadrophenia tour. It's just a lot of stuff. So he said I'm done with the concepts. We're just gonna write songs. The album came after that. The Who by Numbers with Squeeze Box on it. That's the main hit on this album. But Slip Kid is my favorite song on the album. Squeeze Box. 1975's Who by Numbers. I'm going to say Squeeze Box, Slip Kid. After that, and he took some more time off. They stopped touring for a couple of years because this was 75, 76. They did some monumental concerts. Townsend had stopped playing lead guitar a lot, playing mostly rhythm at that time on those shows, but it was loud as hell. And Entwistle played lead bass, so it didn't really matter. John Entwistle on lead bass. But so the album came out after that, Keith Moon's last studio album, Who Are You? Who Are You? And my favorite song on this album is Trick of the Light. New song was really cool. I mean, you hear you hear this the title song all the time on the radio. You know, it's a good one. After that, Keith Moon died in '78, right after the Who Are You album came out, and they replaced him. Well, not replaced him, but let who they added to play drums at that time was Kenny Jones, who used to play with the Faces and the Small Faces, Rod Stewart and Ronnie Wood and all of them. More of a type drummer, not as crazy as Moon, but he did his job. I thought Daughtry almost didn't Daughtry had a problem with him because he didn't feel like he can do what Keith Moon can do, but you didn't need that anyway. All right, they came out with album '81. Face Dancers, so You Better You Bet. You Better You Bet. It was a radio hit, and it was on the radio, so I don't understand it. I like this album a lot. A lot of people, talked about it because Keith Moon there, but I like it. I like it. They went on tour, with Kenny Jones in 80 and 81, 79, 80, and 81. Before 82. And 82, they came out with It's Hard. And the song on here, Eminence Front. It's Put On. It's Eminence Front by The Who, written by Pete Townsend, sung by Pete Townsend. This is the best song on this album. It's a great, great song. And I guess Athena, the song Athena that was on here in '82, on the first song on the album, was a radio hit. And but if you love The Who, you have to listen to this album at least once in your life. The Eminence Front, though, is you got to have Eminence Front. You need that in your life. But anyway, take care of yourself, everybody. Curtis Davis Controversy. What I'm talking about? Curtis Davis Conversations in C minor in this crazy ass world that we live in today. Keep rocking. Keep doing what you're doing. Love you. Subscribe, like, check it out. Because I'm going to be doing this more often, and I'm developing it and doing more and more stuff with it. Thank you so much. Love you.